Welcome everybody to this game. We're going to be spawning directly on top of Zerg, who is IM.Horror, the first green professional we're going to be seeing from Incredible Miracle. His opponent is going to be BC Corn, who is actually FXO.Tree. So you have FXO.Tree, the Terran player, in the bottom. So this is going to be quite the series. Right now, in the last game, it was a little one-sided. One second while I sip from my massive cup. But we're going to be seeing what can be happening in this next game. FXO.Tree got manhandled in the last game. Like, holy God, he got wrecked. Horror was able to just deny him everything he was trying to do, delaying his barracks, going forward, and just preventing the one barracks gasless expansion. I'm sorry, once you get to the final rounds of these tournaments, it can get a little bit hard to say the correct things at times, and I've been doing this tournament mostly solo, so pardon me for that, but still, these games are amazing. This finals is so cool. Incredible Miracle versus FX Open. This is the closest I can possibly get to the GSL, except not at all. I mean, I've cast green guys fairly commonly, I guess, I don't know, but it's still always fun. Because you literally can say, I'm literally casting the people that are the top teams in the entire world. And it's just fun. It's just so cool. You just be like, ogle the play and just be like, oh my god, I can't believe he just did that. And it worked amazingly well. And you just enjoy that. So we do have Command Center first? What? We're having a 14 CC by Tree, so yeah, those really crazy things that you just can't believe that they're going to work and everything, well, here's an example. We're having a Command Center first right now being thrown down, and we're actually going to see the drone just get taken out really easily. But, hatchery first. Command Center is before the hatchery. So this is, right off the bat, we're going to have a very interesting ZVT, considering we have FX Open going for a very strong Command Center first, maybe. We'll see if it's strong or not. Whether Horror can actually go ahead and deny it or not. But this is going to be quite an interesting play to see how it pans out. We're going to see how Tree is moving forward and to scout these bases, and just looking for his, looking for any kind of creep before he's going to pull back. But now we do have Refinery finished, barracks down. We might just see normal pattern in terms of the buildings, just with the Command Center first. So we easily see the barracks and the factory, react on the barracks, get the Hellions, and then push forward and deal damage that way. It's a very common way to go about these types of expansions, but normally it's not after Command Center first. We're going to see if Horror is going to try and punish this, or just go for a lot of economy himself. Both are very likely, and we'll see what he'll really decide to go for. I wouldn't be surprised if he just went ahead and was like, alright, mass Banes, mass Lings, and just do what he did in the last game and try and punish Tree for doing this type of greedy build. We have this one Overlord moving forward, just get this little spot, so it's going to be a nice way to sacrifice an ing, get that scout. But yeah, the Lings moving forward on the high ground, that's a little bit of a risky blunder move, but hey, why not? He's going to be able to take out a bunker, it seems. Moving forward, SCVs are there as well. Like, Tree really wants to make sure he can keep it open, just go ahead and transfer these guys, kind of make them function just like drones do against the 2-racks, where you can just use the transferring drones / SCVs in this case to really delay your opponent and not take too much damage. Kind of waiting for more builds to be put out in front to prevent any kind of baneling play from killing him. We can see it right now, though, there's been no gas at all. I'm waiting for that third base just to throw down for Horror. It's definitely very likely that's going to be doing that, considering he hasn't done anything else. But there is his first 2 gases, none at his natural. He's not gone down through his third, or not even at the gold either, but he has the money for it. He's got over 300. Kind of surprised he hasn't done that quite yet. He's pushing forward with these Lings, just being aggressive, just go for that scout, putting the pressure on, trying to make sure that Tree can't go for something that's completely unexpected. Right now, if Horror can scout this factory, get out those double Hellions, that could be a pretty big deal. But notice he has not been able to see anything, although he might have actually seen the factory building if he clicked on it. Otherwise, it could just easily be a barracks. But still, there's no third base at all. We have this SCV moving forward to look for it, and that will actually turn around and then end up dying. It actually could have made it up the ramp if you wanted to. Apparently it did not. Now we have Stim, we have Marauders, and you'll be seeing a nice Marauder Hellion army composition going to be pushing forward and trying to push against Horror with that, which should be very, very powerful. However, we've seen Horror actually defend that before very, very nicely in Horror's quarterfinals, what they did, or was it actually against Goody they did that, or was that somebody else? I don't remember, but there was a game in Metalopolis, someone did that, and defended really well. I'm pretty sure it was Horror against, or maybe it's like TD blah 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 blah, that Horror was able to do that. Or TD Liz, I don't know. Whatever. Right now we're having these Hellions moving forward. Now you have 4. They do a lot of damage to that Queen as long as it stays off of creep. But Spine Crawler is about to complete. This needs to be kept an eye on. There's the Spine Crawler finishing, and Tree will go ahead and pull back very, very succinctly. But look at this. 4 Hellions. 4 Hellions. Marauders are now Hellions, guys. Just letting you know, Blizzard's changing everything. They're keeping the same units, just giving them different names just to screw up all the casters. That's what's happening at Heart of the Swarm. Not at all. But so we have all of these Hellions moving forward, dealing damage, just pushing forward. We have a lot of Roaches, though, but the Roaches are going to have to be very careful in the face of these Marauders that are coming forward. If the Marauders can get those shots off, that'll be very, very important. Plus, the splash of the Hellions is always effective against any Zerg units that are pushing forward. But look at the damage that they're able to do. Kite those Roaches. They do not have speed. The hatchery is there. There is no lair tech at all. Lair's not even started, but they're going to see him pushing forward. And now there's a huge push. So many units are coming, completely enveloping those Terran army, but still, those Hellions are roasting those Lings very efficiently. We have all of these units just pushing forward, but there might be enough Roaches to continue attacking, but there's no Stim or anything for those Marauders. Once those Stim comes out, we can easily see them pushing forward, but those Roaches are able to actually attack those Marauders. These front 2 guys cannot really do that much damage, but all these Hellions are going to flank or